last quarter. So,
There's
ooh,
a
but a
green.
green as we speak.
Mm-hmm. Jaylen Brown, he'll triple try. He had 10 threes on Sunday. So
Yeah.
he can get hot against
And I like
Orlando.
the quote that he said. He said, "Oh, he was one away from breaking Marcus Smart's franchise record, and said I would have hoisted up 5 or 6 more if I had known that." So definitely
Absolutely. Daniel Tice.
unafraid.
Sure, but the Celtics, how about you? Right. 8th place, one game
Hmm.
under 500. There's some talk that they're interested in Aaron Gordon. Trade deadline about 48 hours away. What is it, Thursday at 4 o'clock, something like that? So
Hmm.
we'll see what's going on here.
That'd be more interesting. More diversity on the inside. Maybe get a scoring option also on the inside. I think that could really boast well for their team, depending on what they give up. They have a lot of young pieces who maybe they could sacrifice on the way for their championship window. But not a bad move. Not a bad move. How do you feel about that fit? You would know the Celtics a little bit better than me.
Yeah, I was there when Aaron Gordon was drafted in Orlando.
Hmm.
So I got a chance to talk to him. The draft night was at 2014, if I'm not mistaken, came out of Arizona. Really good
Hmm.
guy, really good player. I like him. It's just I don't think I think the Celtics they need size. That's their problem. They got a lot of
Yeah.
twos and threes, lots of twos and threes. That's not their problem. They have no
Hmm.
size. I think the
Yeah.
daggone Grizzlies may have had damn near 100 points in the paint last night. And I'm being a
Whew.
little facetious, but it was pretty close. And that's the problem. Like
Maybe
they,
only
they need
60.
inside help. Well, they had I want to say they had 60 almost at halftime.
Ooh.
They had like 50 or
Ooh.
60, yeah, paint points almost at halftime. So yeah, it's a problem in Boston.
Yeah, more size, definitely good. You know, Tristan can get rebounds, but more inside presence would be nice right here. Let's see if they could be nice. Get a score on this one on this end. Ooh,
So he just hoist that thing. Was that
yeah,
Ojale? He's got on the
it
stage.
was.
He's not the guy. Oh, Giannis!
That is the guy though. Giannis throwing it down.
Boy, the drive and the dive right over Semi. You got to get Semi out the game now. He's wilding.
Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't mind getting a little inside
Giannis
out game
again.
right there. Whew.
Wow.
But
God.
I really feel that Lord Renee is using that inside game, going inside far too often. You have two big men right there clogging up the paint. You know, if you're gonna go inside, fake it and then kick it out outside. You know, don't be afraid to use those jump shots. Ooh, didn't quite get
If
that
you're
jump
five
shot
foot
right there,
Dre,
but
you want to continue to pound the ball inside. And here's a nice little
yeah.
run, Chris Middleton. So hey, you look at Milwaukee, 7-0 run to take the lead here.
You know, and 2K all about momentum. It looked like the Celtics were getting their fair share bit of momentum, but ooh, nice pump fake, looking like Dwayne Wade out there. Good shot right there.
Jaylen Brown with the offhand. Absolutely. So 24-22 here. 5 foot Dre with the lead. Long three does not go.
But that's Lopez's shot. Not mad at that one.
All right, 24-24. Back on the C's. 35
Ooh, so
seconds to
maybe.
go here in the third quarter. This thing's going down to the wire. You can see neither one of these teams. I don't think anyone's had a bigger lead than 3 or 4.
Ooh, that's exactly what we were waiting for. Look at that dunk
And
right
one.
there. Jaylen Brown. We're starting to see the stars of both these teams start to heat up. So this is good for both players.
The punch right there. That was sweet. Hoop and some harm there. Celtics back in front by 3. We'll see if 5 foot Dre will hold for the last shot. That's a bad foul. Did he have a foul to give? He did. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo with
Giannis
takeover.
the Time Lord.
You know, it makes sense because takeover increases your slashing attributes. So that driving layup and dunk is only so much hotter. Ooh, doesn't get that last second shot.
And into the fourth quarter, 1 point game here. Lord Rennie up 27-26 over 5 foot Dre. Both of these young men from Bowie State. Talked about it, 33 members and institutions. Here inside of the yard, the HBCU Esports Alliance, including our first junior college, community college, Coahoma Community College in Clarksdale, Mississippi. As the kids like to call it, the SIP.
Hey, ooh.
There's Ojale making up for all those bad defensive plays he had in the third quarter.
You know what? But Robert Williams with a bad defensive play right there. Caught slipping. Giannis takes advantage.
Giannis and Chris Middleton should take literally every shot in this fourth quarter.
For
I'm
sure.
just being honest. Yeah.
You know, good thing we didn't actually put money on this one, though, because it's looking like a prediction of under is evaporated right there. Somebody got into the 30s.
They picked up the slack. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's your boy Robert Williams, Time Lord. Giannis is just. Ooh. This is going to get interesting. How do you slow down that freight train? Who's going to step in front of that bullet train?
I wouldn't take advantage. I wouldn't. I'd be one of those players that actually goes out the way. You got it, Giannis. I'm not trying to be on the poster.
You got to get the Time Lord. Oh, good block.
Yeah, he was definitely wide open right there. Still gets bailed out going to the line, but could have got a guaranteed two had he actually passed that one.
P.J. Tucker, former Rocket. Oh, Time Lord. Fade and followed back. Hang in there. Follow through.
Got the follow through.
2-point game here. Under 3 minutes to play. Fourth quarter. First game of the night. Winner gets 50. Ooh, knocked it down. Chris Middleton. Green.
Clutch.
Bucks.
You know that.
I like big Bucks. I cannot lie. They got a lead.
Yeah. Puts them up 1. Let's see right there. Ooh, Kemba, though. I believe that's Kemba. Is that Kemba?
That is a little dipsy-do. Absolutely.
Hey, that's a player that you want shooting the ball in the clutch, man. Did it for UConn, doing it right here tonight.
Bucks with the 1-point lead, 35-34. So we're officially on the teeter-totter here. It's going back and forth, Gordy.
Yeah, I was going to say it's our first time that we've seen NBA competition go back and forth and back and forth. You know, like Aaliyah said, we really like this because the competition has been so dead ever since last week. It's been really dead on for Madden. You know, we saw Kim Cam kind of blow it a little bit, but we're seeing some close competition. Look at Giannis with a clutch block. Ooh, and a 3.
Middleton? Can't get it to go. That would have been a 4-point lead, which is huge in this game.
Definitely. I thought that they were going to probably go for the alley-oop. Instead, went for 3. Ooh, didn't get that 3 by Tatum. But a steal.
Once again, who will be taking these shots for these two teams? That's what I'm watching. Oh, Tatum going to the line. So
a technical.
Defensive, yeah. Defensive 3 seconds.
You know, you can't let that happen at the end. You can't let that happen. Easy Tatum dunk right there, showing off the muscles, flexing it out.
All right, 3-point play. Ooh, nice.
Showing his muscles.
19 of the Bucks, 37. Antetokounmpo. It's when the Giannis and Jaylen Brown
clutch.
I was about to say who he threw that one away.
You know, I saw a statistic last week on SportsCenter. When you're at the end of a game, there was nobody better to take a shot than Kemba Walker. Marcus Smart trying to take that shot right there. So I would try to, play it with Jason, but not be afraid to kick it out to Kemba, because that's a clutch money shot all day.
Well, that was a nice little dipsy-do layup, tied up the game, and now the C's. How about this 4-point game?
Ooh.
Okay. Well, 6-0 run here by the C's. All right.
Yeah. If I were the Bucks, definitely try to find a way, pick and roll probably, to get it to Giannis. Doesn't need the roll, got the slam.
Mm.
Faking
It's
one
actually
way,
a
going
7
the
0
other.
run. Just stopped the 7-0 run there by LJT. Wham with the right hand. Whew.
Now a 9-2 run.
Warm it up, Chris.
Ooh.
Okay. This
The
is
only
Olay defense right here.
right. The only one that's warm right now, Giannis. He's not even warm. He's hot, man. He's causing a tear in the ozone layer. He's so hot.
All right. Well, got a chance to tie it up here. Oh, can't get the
Ooh.
Drew Holiday
Especially
couldn't
with
get it
Holiday.
to go down. Yeah.
You know, that's a good
So
free throw shooter, so disappointing.
43-42 here. 5-foot Dre needs to stop here. And he can't get it. Oh, was that Kemba or was that JB? Was that Jalen?
I wasn't able to see either way. Bad defense right there. Lopez tried to block at the last minute. Couldn't save the day. Hopefully Giannis makes the 2 free throws, because if not, it's over. Oof.
Well, yeah. Wow, down by 3. Does get one of them to go.
Okay.
Got a foul. He does. Jaylen Brown will go to the line. He's about 70%, so not great. Can he miss one? He does.
Oh, he does.
It's a good foul.
And Bucks ball, 3
game.
points. You know, this is where you go to Chris Middleton. That's your big money. You're almost all-star. This is where you put it in his hands. You know, DiVincenzo is Drew Holiday is when it comes to the 3. The surest good bet is Middleton. I trust his 3 over anyone on the team.
Was an all-star last year. Oh, he was on the line. Thought he was going to take a step back. Good job. Didn't need it. Don't need to rush it. Got plenty of time. Middleton launches.
Oof.
Can't get it to go. Rebounded. Sees. JT. Under 10 seconds to go. DiVincenzo the foul.
Wasn't in love with that shot.
Game. Yeah, that was a tough one. Got them both.
Man, definitely. If you're a 5-foot Dre, man, you really kind of rushed that last one. I don't feel like there was enough movement on the ball, just isoing around, hoping that he'd catch the other player slipping and just pass it real quick to Middleton. I want some more movement, push it inside, maybe fake away an Antetokounmpo, and then pass it out, dish it out, draw that defender inside, push it out to the outside, get a wider open shot.
Absolutely. Needs a 3 here. For the Celtics, you don't care about dunks and layups, just playing the 3-point line. You got to launch. You got to launch. He does.
Doing good defense, though.
Go, and that's going to do it. That's a final. How about that?
Hey.
Lord Rennie. Bowie State wins the matchup against the fellow Bowie State student. 48-43. Lord Rennie with the win at BSU over 5-foot Dre and Porty. It was a 14-6 run to end the game. They were down 37-34, and they end the game. Lord Rennie and the C's on a 14-6 run to win the game by 5, 48-43. So good win there by Lord Rennie doing his thing with Boston. Yeah, and if you're 5-foot Dre, probably kicking yourself. Probably have the better team. He had Giannis with the takeover, and he stopped letting Giannis take over.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You need to let Giannis dominate, getting 24 points, but those 24 points aren't going to be enough. But, you know, it all comes down to knowing what team that you're going against. You know that if you're going against the Bucks, you know, you can kind of make some inside runs if you play your shot fakes. I like what Lord Renee was doing with the shot fakes on the inside with Jaylen Brown, somebody who could really, you know, do some work on the inside if he has a little bit of space. But I like the fact that he went to a more outside game. I think that if you're the Celtics against the Bucks, that's where you're going to get your money. That's where you're going to get paid. And it's looking like Lauren Rennie is getting paid $50 for those shots that he made right there.
I would have been looking more for Giannis. You ever notice, like, when he used Giannis and he was dead set on getting to the rock, he got buckets. Giannis had like
Easy.
21. Yeah, I mean, it was easy, and then he just kind of went away
Mm-hmm.
from it. So it's not like he took it away from you. So yeah, you got to
Oh.
you got to keep feeding that horse right there. So good win there for Lord Ren. He gets the win by 5, 43-38. $50 as well tonight towards ramen noodles, peanut butter and jelly, whatever he wants to do. I don't know, Waffle House, whatever they got down there, Bowie Steak, Chick-fil-A, something, Waffle House, something, right? Cracker Barrel.
I think that's on
All those
the Waffle House Hudson. What was it? Not Hudson Grill. I forgot the name. Huddle House line. So I
Huddle
feel like
House.
they still have some Waffle House on there. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with more here. We'll have our second matchup. We've got 3 or 4 featured games we're going to show tonight here. You're watching The Yard, HBCU Esports Alliance. Larry Ridley here. Bordy McBoard will come back here after this word on a message from our presenting sponsor, Gillette, Room to Game. Second matchup after this.
Everyone has a routine. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work out, and shave with Gillette Pro Glide. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. So, when I hop on the stream and plant this lovely face in front of millions of people, I'm not worried. I just show up, ready to play. Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it. Can't get a much cleaner shave with Gillette. Watch Gillette change your world.
We're back here on the yard. HBCU Esports Alliance here. It's a Tuesday, so that means it's NBA 2K Tuesdays. I had Madden on Monday, which was yesterday. Had three really good matchups. Madden the yard, the yard mode, which is of course a different mode. It's a different style, different fields, more offensive minded. A lot of different animations. Totally different attitude in Madden that you got. That you get from the regular modes of Madden, which is regs and MUT and connected franchise, CFM, things of that nature. Here on 2K Tuesdays, players still win money, $50. Madden, it's a best of 3 series, but you win $50 for every win. 2K, you win $50 also for every win. And we just saw Lord Rennie from Bowie State get the win over a fellow Bowie State student, 5-foot Dre. We got a couple of more matchups coming up later here today. We got Morehouse against Virgin Islands coming up. Real MVP and Mr. Trolls, they're getting ready to get started here. But Bordy, let's talk more about just what we're doing here. Groundbreaking here with the commish, Rod Chappelle, the great folks at Exposure, Jalen and all those good folks, Tony Griff, Danny Martin and the good folks down there in DeSoto, Texas, outside of Dallas with Exposure. But it's the yard, HBCU Esports Alliance, $30,000 in scholarships. We go all the way from March through May here for the spring season. Get that money. Bordy, get that money on the Scallies.
Yeah, get that money, honey, man. You know, we're all about, like you say, on the side here, competition, education, research in pipeline. You know, HEA is really an initiative to make sure that we can drive diversity and inclusion in the gaming world. You quote it often, 80% of African Americans play video games, enjoy video games. But if you look at the esports competition leagues, kind of lacking that diversity. So hopefully we can be a pipeline to that, making sure that there's more awareness to everything that we can do, including all the different elements of gaming, including game design and development, music and gaming, tech entrepreneurship. You also have shoutcasting, like what you and me do, kind of, sort of. You also have production as well in the background, what Exposure does, helping us out here. And you also have, hopefully, commissionership and coaching for all these different talents that we're seeing here, educating the next crop of people down the line who definitely want to do esports and help this growing business that's already billions of dollars grow even bigger. It's growing by the second here. So I'm really enjoying what we're doing here, making sure that we can be this pipeline. I'm a result of a pipeline of esports. So hopefully there's more of this, because it's very crucial to make sure that this integration happens. So not only can these gamers get money from HBCU the yard, Esports Alliance, but also other places as well.
We're looking at the top 5 scholarship leaders here, weeks 1 through 2, and we're here in week 3 now. You can add more money to those guys. Killer Cam's at the 300 mark. We saw Aaron A. He's close to 300 now, and King Latiker and all those guys, and Dev the Dude, and Duda. We just saw, once again, 5-foot Dre go down to Lord Rennie. So Lord Rennie picked up $50 here. So the scholarship money is completely and totally adding up here. You look at the competition during the spring league. Once again, Madden on Mondays, 2K on Tuesdays, Rocket League on Wednesdays. We'll have the wheels on Wednesday with Rocket League and NASCAR Heat 5. And then, of course, PGA Tour 2K21 starting in a couple of weeks. Once again, PGA Tour 2K21. Tiger Woods, y'all. Eligible Tiger Woods back in the video game space. He was doing the Tiger Woods game with EA when I was working with EA. When I was in Orlando, they made the game in the Tiburon studio in Orlando. So, back. I think it was like 15 years or something like that. I think it's been since 20. He's back for the first time since, I think, when the Tiger Woods stopped, 2015? 14 or 15 for sure. And they went to Rory McIlroy. So Tiger Woods, PGA Tour 2K21. Make sure you put that tour in there, PGA Tour 2K21.
Oh, definitely. So that's going to be exciting to see. Rod Chappelle, making sure the wheels are turning back there, making sure that our PGA were torn all over the place. We're going to have some gamers get there starting April. I believe it's April the 6th is where we're going to actually start that. And you cannot forget also NASCAR also hopping in. I believe that's the day afterwards as well. We're gonna see some Bubba Watsoning all over, the racetrack right there. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Definitely these gamers, of course.
It's funny you
That's
mentioned
also
Bubba
another
Watson.
space.
He bought
Go
Tiger's
for it.
house in Orlando when I was there
Oh,
back in
really?
2013 or 14. Yeah, the house, the infamous house. Yeah, Bubba Watson bought that one. Sure did.
Okay, so you're seeing that connection, that PGA NASCAR connection, and hopefully we can connect. Again, that's another pipeline. You're not seeing a lot of black faces in the NASCAR PGA Tour space, so hopefully seeing more of that. Of course, all of us know, Madden, 2K, and to a lesser extent, Rocket League as well. But more of that, gonna be great.
I want to make a correction. It was the golfer Bubba Watson, the lefty, that won the Masters.
Oh, okay.
The golfer Bubba Watson.
Okay,
not
okay.
the driver Bubba Watson. So
important distinction.
Yeah, but same name, right? So you can see the discrepancy.
The world's
there.
a small
Wanted to clear that up.
coincidence, man. That's a crazy coincidence, honestly.
Yeah, or as the kids like to call it, Winky Dink. There with Bubba Watsons.
If your name is Bubba Watson, you're going to be successful. If your last name is Ridley, you're going to be successful, man. So that's some good job. Some successful, talented names that we have here.
There's some successful Richmonds out there. Don't get it twisted now.
Of course. I believe the Department of, he recently became somebody in Joe Biden's administration, I believe, is a Richmond. I believe Cedric Richmond. There you go.
He's in the White House. Cedric Richmond. Mitch
Definitely.
Richmond.
Mitch Richmond, yes. Also, yes. Also.
Golden State Warriors. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of Richmonds out there, man.
Definitely. But if you want the modern clout, the Ridleys are where it's at. Going to the Hall of Fame is Larry Ridley, too. Got to shout out to my boy. Trying to be humble here, but this dude got it, man. He got the juice like Lizzo, I promise you, man.
What is that? What was that?
I'm trying to give you props because every time you're like, oh man, it's not me, man. I don't do. No, Larry, you are the driving force of everything that we're doing here, man. I'm taking notes off of you constantly. That would be, honestly.
He's the commissioner. Let's get this. Don't get it twisted. He's the guy.
On screen, you're the driving force.
And Tony
for sure.
Monk, that's the guy. Tony Monk is the guy. Tony Monk.
Trying to deflect.
Yeah, Jalen sending out all the links and stuff, and Danny back there. Hiring everybody at Exposure. I just like saying Exposure.
Oh, definitely good. The HBCU is also the driving force because we wouldn't actually be here in actuality if it were not for our competitors. So shout out to them doing a good job. We're going to see some more competition later on in this one. So I'm excited about everything that's happening, taking some notes from the go over here and Larry, and taking some notes from everybody in this league because there's some killer gamers. I know after seeing the gamers in Rocket League last time, I had to brush up on my stick skills for that. So I'm learning all over from this league, which is good because it's all about education.
Yeah, and speaking of leaders, we had Anthony Jenkins on, Coppin State.
Yeah.
Now they've got a few students that signed up to get in the league. And speaking of signing up, guys, make sure that you're getting in contact with your schools. We got, like I said, 30 plus members here, HBCUs here. Look, that's almost a third of all HBCUs that are in our league. So keep it coming. Reach out and look for places where you can sign up and register and join the league. I keep an eye on the Discord. I see people are signing up all the time, registering, picking their games, or signing up for all 5 games or what have you. I would implore you guys to find out with your representation or your faculty there and get signed up. Is there a link where they can go to sign up? I know you can reach out to us on the HBCU Esports Yard, and we can definitely send you in the right direction here so you can get signed up for one of these or all of these titles in these games. We've got 3 nights a week, actually 4 nights a week if you include Saturdays as well for the recap show.
More info is available at www.hbcusportsyard.com. So hopefully you'll find the information needed to sign up. And hopefully we can get some more women in this one. I come from an alum of an all-women's college, Spelman Cowder. Shout out to Spelman. So I'm going to be lobbying. I see a lot of Morehouse competition. I'm going to be lobbying to see, post-pandemic, if we could see some more Spelman reps as well, because more infusion. This is all about diversity and inclusion. I'd like to see some more women included as well. So overall, HBCUs in general, it's nice to see more Black faces in this space. Hopefully, we can have a diverse set of Black faces as well. I'm super excited to see where this is going to take us.
Yeah, I mean, we saw someone from Stillman. We've seen someone from Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
So all of these,
Yeah.
HBCUs, man,
International.
it would be very international,
Mm-hmm.
internationally known, locally accepted. So wherever you're at,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be accepted here into the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. I'm with you. I would love to see a bunch of young ladies from Spelman that get into the league. We've seen the NBA 2K League with some female representation. All the other games, we've seen all female, e-league esports teams and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to see it, man, because the ladies, they can play. They just need the platform.
For
Get out
sure.
there and show your game.
For sure. It's all about making sure that awareness is good. So this is a good initial step. Hopefully we get some more awareness out there. Shout out to Team Siren of ESL. That's another esports league that had an all women's crew. So hopefully we see more of those going forward. Also, no matter the school, I'd like to see more from Bowie. I'd like to see more from University of Virgin Islands, too. I'd love to see all of that growing more. We have community colleges as well. So growing in all outsets, honestly, no matter the education, as long as it's post-secondary, I'd love to see more representation. And we're growing towards that every step of the way, because I think everybody can attest, student loans are killing them. So hopefully getting some more money. We're giving out $30,000, $50,000 with each win. So hopefully more of that can grow that bank account and lessen those loans.
Look, we're in the week 3, right? So we've had players from Morehouse, Virgin Islands, Bowie State, Grambling, Norfolk State, you name it. Houston, Tilliston, once again, Claflin, when we talk about Grambling, we talk about UVI, all of these schools that are being represented, Jackson State, Alcorn State, Coppin State, all of these schools that are showing up, Stillman, we just mentioned as well. So, and these are just the teams that have guys that have played in games here. So we're going to continue to see growth here and different schools being represented here. As we get started here with the second matchup here, and the second matchup you just saw there, Morehouse against University of Virgin Islands, the real MVP against Mr. Trolls, and it's Celtics. Finally! I've been
I was going to say, Larry. And what do you know? Steph Curry greening it on the 3 right there. I know my boy Larry's excited. We see more diversity right here in team selection already.
Love it. Love it. JT can't get it to fall. Look at Tristan. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be an interesting matchup because they're both very perimeter heavy. Golden State did have some good size earlier in the season, but with Marquise Chris gone, James Wiseman being in and out the lineup, and Kevin Louis kind of being a little bit inconsistent, not seeing a lot of inside presence unless it's Draymond Green with a block right there, but Draymond gets pulled away, and that's easy points in the paint. So we're probably going to see a lot of attacking in the paint because both these teams are very vulnerable down there.
Okay, who is the Celtics? You said Payne? Is that
Payne? Yes, Payne is the Celtics. We'll get to figure out who that is, but really doing some nice work right there with that shot.
So just one bucket so far for Golden State. It was a long 3 from Steph. C's are out. They missed a bunch of shots too. It's out of bounds. We'll hit the other way. Boston up. Was that 8-3 or 9-3? It looks like 8-3. They're up 5 early here. So once again, UVI, University of Virgin Islands, against Morehouse, the real MVP, against Mr. Troz here.
Oh, Draymond.
Is that Draymond?
Attacking the rim.
Draymond?
Yes, that is.
Him and Tony Allen are going back and forth on Twitter about who's the better defender and things of that nature. But it was good natured. It didn't get too personal, so I liked it. So
You know, both definitely not known for scoring at all. Like we just saw that score there by the Celtics, up 12 already. Both not known for scoring at all, but both are just so great at defense. It really doesn't matter. Now, I believe Tony Allen was more perimeter based while Draymond Green is
Yes,
more inside. But at the end
sure.
of the day, they're both just doing work at what they do and doing it well. I feel like Draymond, if the Warriors were a little bit better, would be in contention for defensive player of the year because he's the reason why the Warriors have anything close to a viable defense.
Yeah, and basically what it boiled down to was, TA was basically like, look, no cap, like, you're basically not that, great of a defender. And Draymond shot back. He was like, well, in 2015, you were kind of on the down tick of your career. And you basically cost your team a championship because we basically targeted you. So I was like, okay, shots fired. But it was good. It was good to see those guys go back and forth. It was good nature, though.
Oh man, yeah. Draymond not afraid to go at somebody in case somebody tries him. So I like that. You can even see the Jason Tatum commercial talking about Jason Tatum
Yes, Subway.
and Draymond Green, the Subway commercial, which is great. Draymond says, "I got rings," and Tatum's like, "I got bacon." So
The real MVP for Morehouse, he's the C's. UVI, Mr. Trolls from Virgin Islands, playing with the Warriors. I wonder if he heard me last week. I was imploring guys, somebody try the Warriors, the Dubs, come out to play.
Definitely, and although 2K can sometimes be unforgiving with shots, as we've seen in a lot of this competition, they can also be very forgiving to players who can sometimes have inconsistencies. And I feel that, Andrew Wiggins and Kelly Oubre are kind of the poster children of inconsistency. So you get them going and you have basically a W. You don't get them going and you aren't going anywhere unless Steph just goes off. So definitely would be interested to see if they play closer to the real life game or maybe 2K gives them some extra stat boots.
And yeah, I know TA hit Draymond with the, basically like, I think something about the, I said, oh yeah, Tony Allen was basically saying, hey, teams are playing 4-on-5 against you guys. It's 5-on-4. Like, and it was like, where's Clay? So it was good natured, a little back and forth, a little ribbing between the two. But it did make a lot of people think like who was the better defender? Who's some of the greatest defenders in the history of the association? So you got guys like Rodman, TA, Draymond,
Ben Wallace, you wearing rocking the Pistons.
Yeah. Pistons, Mutombo down there in the A, with the Hawks for a minute. So
nothing else on Mutombo.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman. Mutombo had a cameo in Coming to America too.
Oh, interesting. I used to see him places. He also has that Geico commercial, which I really like. But yeah, definitely some very good defensive players. I'm saying for this year, though, in particular, I feel like Rudy Gobert definitely has the best chance because Utah has been such a great job, #1 seed. Nobody believed in them. Even when they went to the All-Star game, nobody picked them. So doing some great
Last
jobs
two players
right there.
picked. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love LeBron's response, which was, nobody played with the Jazz playing video games when we were coming up, so that's why, one picked the Jazz.
I mean, is that a lie, though? Is that a lie?
Ain't lying, but it still is a little like, okay, dude, it's got nothing to do with today.
Right.
Nothing.
Right, exactly.
These are your peers, your contemporaries. Like
exactly. Today, they're good, and today, they're worth mentioning, for sure.
All right. Yeah,
and even back then, you had Malone, and you had oh gosh, his
Stockton.
name's escaping me
Stockton
right now.
to
Mailman Stockton. There you go.
Stockton to
Man. So yeah, come on now.
And that's what they were basically saying. Like, hey, look, those guys are great, and they're the #1 seed right now. So how can you not know about them? And I guess I saw something on ESPN where they did like some sort of research, and the Jazz were like the 3rd or 4th most popular team played with an NBA Jam or NBA Live back in the day. So
oh wow, I didn't know that.
Even that dog won't hunt. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, NBA Jam picks the two best players, and honestly, if you have both of them, Stockton Malone, that's pretty good. So I don't blame them for picking that. But it's all about the Utah. Nobody, their first instinct is let's take a vacation to Utah, So it's the Utah disrespect right there. But hopefully, those players get their respect coming up soon, especially in the playoffs, because they've been on a roll, and I like their
Mhm.
team right now. Um, let's see if we like what the Warriors are putting on display for this one.
Well, there it was worse. They were down about what 9 or 11, so now they've got it down to 7. So things have gotten
Yeah.
a little better for the Dubs there with Steph and Draymond and company. I want to see more from Wiseman. I know Wiseman's pretty good in this game too. Okay, there's
Yeah.
wasn't Uber.
Y- in real life, he's still a rookie and still raw,
Mm-hmm.
and his awareness may not be all the way together. But this is a video game, so you can control him to be a little bit more aware, see all those pathways, see where to defend. So I
I'll tell
I,
you
I
what,
would
his
like to
attributes in
see
this
him
game are
more.
good. His attributes in
Yeah.
this game are really good. He's
Yeah.
athletic. Like I've seen people play with the Warriors, and they're a lot better in 2K than they are regular, real life NBA as far as the record is concerned. They're a pretty good team in 2K. Just got to know how to use them.
Hmm. Yeah, both these teams I feel like are struggling in real life, but you put them on the game, you really know how to use them. You put them sticks on them, put that work. You can definitely see some good results. Ooh, I like that
Mm.
result right there. Jaylen Brown showing the muscles with the dunk right there.
Absolutely. So 1914, it's kind of leveled off here. Good start early on by real MVP. He's got the Celtics, right? Yes.
All right, sorry for that little small technical issue there. We're back here, live here on the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Hmm.
Once again, Celtics against Golden State. UVI, Mr. Trolls playing with the Warriors. Can't get that one to go. The real
Mm-mm.
MVP for Morehouse playing with the C's. They have a 7-point lead. Final 30 seconds here of the second quarter boarding of our second matchup here on an NBA 2K Tuesday here of the Spring League season of the
Ooh.
Yard.
If I were Mr. Trolls, I would get Steph Curry in as soon as possible. ASAP. I'm spamming that substitute button
Woo.
because I need my best player out there. The Warriors bench has been the kryptonite of their game. They could be up, but they don't have really consistent score. You thought maybe Pascal could be a version of Mo Buckets. Really doesn't work out all the way, especially with his defense. So hopefully we see Mr. Trolls figure that out and try to get a rotation down where you can have one of your three echelon players there that are scorers, Oubre, Wiggins, and Curry out there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's starting to creep back up towards double digits. Can't get that to go.
Mm,
That's the
good shot,
end
though.
of the second quarter. It was a wide open shot. Would have been nice to knock that down. But so it's the real MVP with an 8-point lead. Mr. Trolls playing with the Warriors down by 8, 24-16.
Mm-hmm.
Still anybody's ball game, though, here.
Still
Cody.
anyone's ball game, substitution so good. Ooh, look at that by Steph Curry. Didn't get it to go down, but looking like his realized self with that one. Getting somebody lost with that behind the back. We talked about it. I want to see more Wiseman. I think Wiseman would definitely be good, especially because both these teams know you have to score inside with such a short lineup for both of them. So I want to see more of that, more size.
Yeah, not a lot of attacking the interior here. It's been a lot of jump shots,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes
Mm.
you can shoot yourself out of a game too.
Yeah, I wanted to see Steph Curry drive in lane wide open for that one, so not able to capitalize. Turnover instead. Let's see if the real MVP can make him
Oh, good
pay, and
move,
he
Marcus Smart
does.
over to Tristan.
Hmm.
Celtics back out to a 10-point lead, around the largest lead they've had. Can they extend it, or can Mr. Troes get back in this one?
Ooh. You got to use that floater game if you're Steph Curry, man. Had a window
His game is out there.
opportunity, didn't use it.
Yeah, his game is out there. You just got to free him up, get him a shot. There you go. Use the pick. Not fading away.
Ooh,
Draymond got
Draymond
it
not
blocked.
tall enough.
Yeah. But yes,
If
some very good action and a very good capping back and forth between Draymond and Tony Allen. I got a kick out of looking at some of that last night and this morning.
Not the only Warriors Twitter beef that's happening, or I should say beef in general. You saw Steve Kerr come under fire by KD, saying this is hilarious when Steve Kerr said that he actually enjoyed coaching the 15-win team over the team that went to the finals with KD.
The previous year.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I enjoyed last year's team more so than the 2019, 18-19 team that lost to the Raptors in the finals. Of course, it's just different. You go through what 5 straight finals and just sort of the stuff that they have to deal with. And I agree with Coach, Kerr, which is he didn't exactly say that. They made it seem like, oh, it was Kevin Durant's fault. He didn't say that. And the reporter did sort of backtrack, and he did apologize today. I saw that tweet earlier. He did apologize for that. I forget his name. Was his name Miller? Last name Miller. I forget the reporter's name. But he's had a bit of a history of doing this to people in the past, where he'll say some things and insinuate some things like, well, that wasn't really the quote of what he was saying.
Yeah.
So, and he'll apologize. So, yeah.
And it's funny, KD himself called him out, I believe last year, on some of the things that he's done. But, I think it's more than just Kevin Durant. I feel like it's expectation. I feel like it's the symptoms like that. You have the media that goes on when you're such a winning team. And also, too, sometimes it's nice when you don't have that expectation with a young team. Any win feels great, spectacular. But even when you're just winning all the time, wins don't have that satisfaction. And Steve Kerr is somebody who's won all the time.
Nice.
So maybe that's a good alley-oop right there. So maybe that feels better,
Well, I mean, that's what he was basically saying. Like, look, I had more. Ooh.
Ooh, Draymond doesn't do that often.
Draymond.
But when he does.
That ain't the Draymond I know, but it'll work.
Right.
Basically what he said, I had more joy coaching that 15 and whatever team, the 15-win team, because look, they had great energy, great disposition. They were hard workers, and he was okay with that. It was a drain on them that last year with everything they had to deal with. So yeah, I get it. I see what he's saying.
Yeah, man. Pressure
like
can make
it's like the Patriots, winning doesn't get old. I'm sorry, it doesn't get old.
No, but even Tom Brady. Even Tom Brady was like, I'm tired of the rigid culture of New England. Of course, he still went on to win in Tampa Bay.
If they would have won in 2019, he'd still be there. So just stop that nonsense.
Yeah.
They were on a downtick. That's all that is.
Hedging the bets, getting squeezing more conversation out of this,
Yeah.
You don't feel that partly, due to him not winning, of course, obviously, but partly due to the winning culture. Maybe he wanted to just win somewhere else to prove, it's just not Belichick, it's me too.
Yeah, I want to. Ooh, Time Lord.
Oof.
I want to have fun. Like, come on, stop. We're professionals. You want to win, damn it. Like,
salty Boston fan.
I want to have fun. It's like my kids running around saying, "I'm mad." I'm like, I don't care. I'm mad.
Larry. Larry, all I'm hearing from you is just salt sprinkled all over this broadcast that's happening right here.
Do you want to win? Yes or no? Are you interested?
I mean,
Can
he
I
still won
interest you
anyway,
in
though.
winning? Yeah,
He
exactly.
still
Can I
won
interest you
anyway.
in winning? Yeah, he did. He did. That's only Brady though. Everybody else can't say I'm tired
Right.
of winning. This is not fun. Want to go have fun? Go get on a seesaw, man. Like, what are we doing here? We're adults.
And
We're here to
also
win.
too, a lot of players, came back also too. Left New England, came back. I believe McCoy Van Noy, I believe his name is a
Kyle Van Noy, he's
linebacker.
back. Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah,
linebacker, he's
Van
back.
Noy
Mm-hmm.
didn't have success in the Dolphins, came back to the Patriots. So, New England, I feel like they're going to do so well. I feel like they over exceeded expectations with such a depleted roster last time. So,
Right.
doing well. You know who else is doing well? The real MVP, showing that he's an MVP. 10-point league, I believe. Can't really see all the way, but 10-point lead over this Warriors.
Yeah, 32-22, and that's been about the cap. He's gotten it
Mhm.
up to 9, 10, or 11.
Yeah.
That's been the largest lead. And then, Mr. Trolls will make a little run and get it down to about 5. And it's been basically a 5 to a 10-point game since the
Mhm.
middle part of the first quarter.
But something interesting I want to point out. You're seeing the real MVP constantly switching out their rotations, constantly switching out and subbing out players. Oh, time lording over the rim right there. But you're not seeing that the other side from Mr. Trolls. Steph Curry isn't on the floor, and there's only 3 minutes left to go on this one. Had an opportunity to stop the clock here. I mean, you could do some damage with Kelly Oubre on the inside, but I'd prefer to have Steph there just to spread everything out.
I've got no explanation for that. None. Not even going to try to make one up. That's perplexing at best. Yeah.
Yes, perplexing.
Hmm. Under 3 minutes to go here. 10-point game. Warriors definitely need to make a run here. I think another bucket here, and it might be over. Ooh, if he would have threw that one down and won,
Oof.
that would have been the capper right there. 13-point lead, and do it in that fashion, yeah, that would have been it. So how about the C's
Yeah.
now? Largest lead of the game by 12, 36-24.
Mm-hmm.
The
Still
real
no Steph
MVP
Curry.
in real good shape right now.
Yeah, that's why it's important to know all the ins and outs. Ooh, liking that from Kent Bazemore right there. It's important to know all the ins and outs. I constantly see the real MVP working on his subs, figuring out who to take advantage of at what time, but not seeing that from Mr. Trolls. All of this is strategy, especially with basketball. So if you're not seeing those subbed out, not seeing good rotations, you're not going to get good results. I also have grown to be a Hawks fan during the time that I've stayed here in Atlanta. I love Trae Young back in college. The reason why Lord Pierce is gone, rotations. So you need to be good at that in order to win.
So the name underneath the player shooting the free throws, Bring the Pain TV. That would be Darrell MVP. He's playing with the Celtics. That is so when we saw Payne as the C's, that's his government name, I guess.
Can't be revealing government names on here, put my government name on blast. No, I'm kidding.
Well, it's just the last name. You still got to figure out some other stuff. Okay, clock winding down. Shot clock. Can't get it off. Too late. Does not count.
Not figuring out. No, not at all. Especially when you're close to the end, not figuring out the government name, but is figuring out this Warriors defense, carving up, making sure that they are good with substitutions, and holding the ball at the end is only smart. Only a minute left, 30 minutes left to go. Is this a rage quit? Oh, this is a pause timer.
Oh, Megan. Okay.
It wouldn't be the first time we've seen it.
Reclusivio.
I like that name.
Probably going to make a roster change here, but under 2 minutes to go. Bring the Pain or Darrell MVP up by 10, 38-28, so 1:30 to go. Does get it to fall. back up to 12, which has been the largest lead in the ball game. Actually got it to 13, if I'm not mistaken, right? No, it was just 12. That's right. And
12.
there's the largest lead. 14 has been the largest lead.
Getting close, but I really feel the lack of rotations really did hurt. You need your playmakers on the team, and it seems like they knew how to really work Steph Curry. Ooh, wide open in the lane right there, passing it out. Should have just shot that jump shot. But it's about knowing your personnel and knowing the teams that you're working with and knowing who's good for you and how to use them. And I haven't seen that enough from Mr. Trolls, which is why the real MVP is the MVP of this one.
Yeah, extending that lead to 15, 43-28, under a minute to play. Make it 44. Nice little run here by the C's.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, absolutely. We're up 8. Now it's up to 16, so they've doubled that. Steph, that's the best look he's had since the first quarter.
Yeah. And the first time it feels like he's been here since the first quarter. I saw a little bit of him in the third, but you need to have him out there more. He's the reason why the Warriors are winning in real life, and it's the reason why you pick him in 2K as well. Good defense,
30 seconds left here. Wide open three, can't get it to fall. Time Lord doing his thing. Gonna run this thing out here. Jaylen Brown, is he gonna end it with a highlight? No. Williams. Oh,
Time Lord does.
2 hands like his mama taught him.
You see that takeover badge right there, cleaning up the glass. That's what he did right there with that one. A little exclamation point right there from Kent Bazemore, but a little bit too late.
Ooh. All right. And that's going to do it. So it's another run at the end of a ball game, 10-3 run to end the game. C's were up 10. They own a 10-3 run. They win it by 17, 48-31. And that's the real MVP cashing out with 50 going into his pocket. Scholarship, the real MVP, Morehouse, winning $50 tonight here on NBA 2K Tuesday. Nice win over Mr. Trolls, University of Virgin Islands. Good matchup there. Mr. Trolls, a very representative game there. Played a lot better this time than the last time we saw him. So clearly that week off, I put in some work there. And like I said, he had it within 5. Could never really get closer than 4 or 5. And it stayed between 5 and 10 all the way to the last 2-3 minutes of the fourth quarter there. So, look at the real MVP. Gave him the Heisman. It's like your little brother. You just put your hand on his forehead and just don't let him get close, right? Just stay right over there, man.
Hey.
You see the little brother running, trying to fight inside his head. Like,
I can do it.
No, sit back. Right.
Stretching your arms out, trying to make it.
I think I can. No, you can't.
It wasn't totally out of proportion blown out of proportion, until the third, the fourth, but the rotations, not knowing how to utilize those, I point to the Atlanta Hawks. The reason why Lord Pierce isn't there is because of the rotation. So if you don't know how to constantly sub out your players to get that good matchup, LeBron James made a career off of knowing how to exploit those matchups. So if you don't know how to do that, you're not going to get it done. But shout out to the real MVP. I don't see him placed on our leaderboard, so this is the first time that he's placed. So good job for him getting on the board for this one.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it might be his first win. So, it's $50 there. He may have won a game or something in Madden, so it might be closer to $100, but he's definitely going to get on the leaderboard now. So, should be something to watch out for here on NBA 2K Tuesday and Madden Mondays. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our third matchup. We'll get that all set for you guys. We'll have much more of the yard, HBCU Esports Alliance. We'll come back on the other side, but first, quick timeout and a message from our proud presenting sponsor, Gillette, the best a man can get. Groom to game. We'll see you on the other side.
What's up, guys? My name is John Cotton, and I work and own John Cotton Studios in New York City. As you can see, I love gaming, and you probably do too, but you gotta be groomed when gaming. So I'm here to give you some tips and help you get groomed to game. I need a Gillette Shave Gel 2-in-1 and my HEA Gillette Skin Guard Razor. These two work wonders together. Now just clean your face, rinse with warm water and towel dry. Now we're going to use that Gillette Fusion 2-in-1 gel, and we're going to lather up our face in circular motions wherever we decide to shave. Now it's time to grab that Gillette Fusion razor and let's shave. The thing I like about this razor is the ball in the middle. It curves. It rounds your face and is able to give you that sharp edge that I like. It also cut hair to surface level to prevent razor bumps. Now let's clean your face and rinse with warm water. Let's towel dry. Remote control interception! Now just you are cleaned up. You are ready to hit the yard looking your best.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opens up the pores. Then I come with my razor and just do some nice strokes. Hey, you look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Everyone has a routine. I brush my teeth, eat breakfast, work out, and shave with Gillette Pro Glide. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. So, when I hop on the stream and plant this lovely face in front of millions of people, I'm not worried. I just show up, ready to play.
We're back here on the yard. HBCU Esports Alliance. Larry Ridley here with Bordy McBoard. Week 3 here of the spring league season here with $30,000 in scholarships on the line for all of these fine players with our 33 HBCUs and growing here. We've seen a lot of the players make some money here over the last 2 weeks and heading into this third week here. So everything trending in the right direction. And Bordy, this might be the most exciting matchup that we've had, period, in 3 weeks. Like, are you ready for this?
I am ready to see what will happen. We have our boy dominating 2K, King Latiker versus, Mr. Renaissance Man himself, which is good because, Morehouse is actually known. Morehouse students, Morehouse men are actually known as Renaissance men. King Cam, good at everything, dominating everything, going at it. So King of 2K versus the king of everything else. So we'll see what happens with this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's FSU, so Fayetteville State against Morehouse. It'll be King Latiker. King Latiker, no one's been able to, get close to this guy in 2K. So, but Killer Cam has been really good in everything. Madden, 2K, Rocket League. So, a very versatile player. Definitely has some really good stick skills. So we're looking to see, if he can continue this. Now, last time we saw him, went down pretty hard yesterday playing Madden, right? But that was Madden. This is 2K.
Right, exactly. And it's also another day too. So hopefully, got your sticks ready to go and also really good. I was going to say this is very interesting. Killer Cam, I'm sorry, going with the Lakers who still has LeBron James. So not the most updated rosters. That's going to work in Killer Cam's favor. Well, actually looking to pick someone else. But I think it's interesting because we banned the Nets, and I believe that's the team that King Latiker was using beforehand. So, if you're not able to use the Nets, can he still dominate? That's the question we're asking for King Latiker.
I was about to say, we saw him the first week use the Nets. Last week, did we see him? Who did he play with last week? Let me look at my notes here. He played, I think he beat the real MVP, right? Yeah.
Oh, beat the real MVP?
I think he played.
I believe that was before our Nets fan. I think we did week 3, at the end of week 3. At the end of week 2, I'm sorry, we did the Nets fan.
Yeah. No, I think we banned him before going into week 2.
Okay.
I think, right?
Oh, it was the Saturday show. It was the Saturday show that he was there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So, did he play with the Mavs last time we saw him? I have to check that out.
And while Larry is checking that out, I will like to say, shout out to on the stream right now. Here we have a chatter, Ferns Tree saying, Mr. Trolls is such a good gamer tag, but it def was made in 2011. So shout out to you on the chat. Shout out to the Twitch chat in general. That's a funny line right there. And I want to correct myself too. I said you can visit HBCU, HBCUsportsyard.com. Instead, go to HBCUesports.com. Yes, it'll have a registration button down in the first little page on the left-hand side. So go there. You can sign up, register to join our budding league, and get some moolah while you're at it.
Yep, straight cash, homie. So it's HBCU Esports, right?
Yes.
HBCUesports.com? Okay.
Yes.
Go check it out. So King Latiker, Fayetteville State, Morehouse College for Killer Cam. Okay. It looks like one team is going to play with the Celtics, that's for sure. A lot of Celtics, huh?
Seeing a lot of Celtics, yeah. A rematch of earlier. 0 degrees on the chat saying King Latiker can dominate any team. So we have a prediction here from 0 degrees on the chat. Let's see if that ends up going to fruition.
King Latiker is playing with who? Has he got the C's?
With the Bucks. I believe Killer Cam is with the C's.
I didn't see that screen there, so. Okay, Killer Cam is making some changes to. We'll get it figured out here. But yeah, should be like I said, top definitely two of the top 3 players in 2K that
Yeah.
we've seen so far in our couple of weeks here, heading into week 3 here with King Latiker and Killer Cam. Once again, Killer Cam, a little step back, but that was Madden. So we'll see how
Yeah.
he comes out here with 2K. And once again, no nets. I know King Latiker was really um, wiping the floor, wiping the competition,
Yeah.
uh, wiping the floor with the competition, playing with the Nets here. So, how do you feel about the Nets being banned? I'm like, oh, they're good, but like, are they that good? Like,
Are they bannable good? I feel like it all comes down to the players that we're going against. If you really know how to swap out your defense, you can make it work. Very weak team on the inside. I'd exploit that all the way. And, making a prediction with 0 Degrees saying King Latiker can dominate anyone but French Tree and bring the pain TV. We saw him earlier. I believe that was the real MVP. Both saying
yeah, the
cap.
real MVP.
So, both saying that they can dominate too. So these competitors really feeling themselves.
Sign up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we like to see you guys do. Go to hbcuesports.com and click that registration link and go ahead and sign up and represent yourself and your school here on the yard. And maybe you'll end up with one of these featured matchups, and we can stream the game live for you, and then get into the playoffs and really make some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, really make some money. Ooh, I like what I saw right there from the Bucks. King Latiker block on one man, fast break on another. Already up 4 right here.
So King Latiker definitely playing with the Bucks, right? So Killer Cam playing with the C's. I like the move by King Latiker. He's like, all right, if I can't play with the Nets, I'll take someone like the Bucks, who are a really good NBA 2K team. 6-0 run.
We're seeing a lot of dunks right there from DiVincenzo, man.
Yes, DiVincenzo, absolutely, former Villanova Wildcat, in the league playing with the Bucks.
It'd be interesting to see.
A lot of Celtics and
go ahead.
Got a feeling we're going to see a lot of Celtics versus Bucks. I mean, we kind of called that last week, and we're getting a steady diet of it.
I figure we see at least 1 or 2 Clippers teams here, so that's a little bit surprising. But I'd be interested to see the strategy that Cam brings to the Celtics. I believe the Celtics can really do some damage. The real MVP proved it if you're doing some work on the perimeter, really using your star players. So I'd like to see that. Everybody knows the Bucks. You have to use Giannis.
Oh,
but a good block right there
on Jaylen Brown. Bucks 8-0 run to start the game for King Latiker, picking up right where he left off. Had a 50-point win first week last week. Played well on Saturday, and then last week I think he had it was a little bit more modest. It was like 25 or 30, right? It was pretty close, like 10, 11, 12, and then he turned it on the fourth quarter and won by like 20 plus. So maybe even got to 30, but it was at least 25. So King Latiker, I think his plus minus right now is like, I don't know, 75, 80 points.
Yeah, man. He's been doing some work offensively, really, and shutting out Killer Cam of all people, defensively too.
Oh, out the gate.
No, Amigos calls that. That's jumping out the gym right there. So nice to see that. Attacking the rim, which is exactly what you should do if you're the Bucks playing against this Boston Celtics team. I'd like to see Cam throw it outside more. I feel like people, the safe shots are on the inside, but you have to do that if you're the Celtics. Go to the outside with such a tall team.
Well, first of all, it needs to get a stop here. No more dunks. And there's an easy layup, 14-0.
Just can't get it
there by the Bucks. Can the Celtics score? That's not hyperbole. That's not a rhetorical question. Can they score the ball? Like it's been hard for them to try to score, man. Nothing's come easy, and it's going to be 16-0, just like that. Get up
Ooh,
to get down by Giannis.
ooh.
Sheesh.
Am I gonna have to put on the cheese hat in the first quarter? I swear, you make this 20. I mean, King Latiker saying, I don't care how good Killer Cam is overall, I am the king. NBA.
I don't think I've ever seen a donut for a quarter.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, are we gonna
That could
have
change right
18
here.
nothing?
Ho ho.
Steven Shinzo.
No.
18 nothing?
Oh, get on the board with this one. Oh,
Oh
still
no, you
nothing.
can't have a 20 nothing quarter. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, good.
Oh.
18 bagel for King Latiker. Right out the shoe. Ew. Yeah, this is he's got his work cut out for him, Bordy. We'll just say that. Killer Cam does.
More than work. I mean, really the offensive display that we've seen, the defensive display. You already have two athletes right here. You have your point guard, you have DiVincenzo really doing Holiday already. I already have on the cheese hat because what's the point in this one? I mean,
you gotta
up
get
20.
it to 20. Yeah, you get it to 20. It's not there yet. It's
Oh,
19.
okay. All right. Hold on.
wait.
Just a
I was
second.
waiting until 20.
All right, there you go.
We're never in flood territory. As we like to say in Madden, you got to get your floaties on. He's getting flooded right now. Yeah, get him out of the deep end. Bring him back over here to the shallow pool. You know what I'm saying?
We need Baywatch, slow motion. Oof. I feel like the Celtics have been playing in slow motion, really reckless with their ball. And Killer Cam has just been playing the pass lanes and just getting all of the steals.
In the words of the great Larry Munson, the late great Larry Munson, University of Georgia, we just stomped on their face with a hobnail boot. And you think about that imagery, and it looks just like this.
You know, I don't even feel like it's a stomping. I feel like it's like a and they're like and just beating them down because this is really surprising, especially from Killer Cam. We talked about how prolific he's been, and this just might be just a bad week for him. Maybe something's happening, and it's like I don't know. But he was so dominant earlier, and now he's getting a bagel, like it said.
I've never seen someone so good and then have the tables turned on them like in a week like that. That's like Alabama, like I said, going to Middle Tennessee and losing 50-0, and then like to freaking Troy State 52-3. It's like, what? Who does that? No, it's Alabama, man. But yeah, I want to sort of push back a little bit. Use like a beat down. Think about it though. A hobnail boot getting stomped on the face with that thing. You know what a hobnail boot is? It's got the big spike
I don't
on
know.
It. Oh, it's got a big old like 10-inch spike on the shoe. So yeah, if you get stomped with that, you're finito. It's over.
No,
that's it.
That's worse than the curb stomp. I feel that's a good old fashioned just right. It's over.
That's it. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
That might be the superior analogy. You're definitely right, and definitely King Latiker is looking like the superior 2K player to beat throughout the league so far. You know, we've only seen blowouts from King Latiker, if I believe.
Yeah, we got to put him on notice and let the rest of the association, the rest of the league know.
Yeah.
You guys got to bring it when you play this young man. Like, figure it out. Get into the lab. He's going to probably, he can't play with the Nets anymore, but he's going to do, Bucks. He's going to take their best players. He's got some good sets. He's got a really good defense.
Oof.
And there is some good defense, and we like that.
Yeah, we do like that, but we don't like the fact that he's very insistent on going to the inside. And if you're in the Celtics, we already talked about how undersized they are. You can't go inside all day, even though Jaylen Brown.
There.
Yeah, good job right there. Getting on the board. Well, that's good.
Well, if you can't get anything to go down on the outside or the inside, then where do you go? Nothing is working. So.
you just walk outside. You put the sticks down, you go outside, you take a deep breath and say, hey man, today just isn't my day.
Well, that's back-to-back buckets. That's a 4-0 run
Yeah.
by Killer Cam.
But notice how many pump fakes, how much maneuvering, how much they have to work to get those shots versus here, right here, teamwork, didn't go down, but to get the bucket, the bucket off the rebound, it's been so much easier for the Bucks to get opportunities in this one.
There you go. Tristan. Well, they scored
Easiest
6
bucket
of the
of the
last
night.
8 points. So, showing some fight.
Oh. In the lane, man. Can't afford to do that when you're already down huge.
Yeah, 27-6 here. King Latimer, FSU, Fayetteville State. Making a statement.
You know what?
Like, oh, he's gonna wind up on him. There you go, Jaylen Brown.
Not only that, but the piggyback move too. I mean, we talked about it inside, outside, wherever side. The Bucks are just finding buckets and just scoring without just on a whim.
Yeah, Kemba stepped out of bounds. Ball going over.
That's what their night has been.
Cream City.
That's what their night has been.
Oh, he greened it.
Just bad. It's been green on one side and bad on the other.
And that was an awful shot, let me tell you. Awful. And it still went in. It's good to see Tristan
sometimes
playing well in this game.
Momentum is the key, and in 2K, in life as well. Giannis with momentum to the bucket right there, but then when you're hot, you're hot, and when you're not, you're not.
He got dunked on, and he took a knee to like the groin. That was that wasn't fair.
Draymond Green upset.
Yeah. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're back here on the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. Game number 3 here on this NBA 2K Tuesday here. Tough one here for Killer Cam of Morehouse. Down pretty big to King Latimer of Fayetteville State. I believe last time we checked it was 30-something to 10. 17 seconds left, so it should be in the third quarter, right around halftime.
Yeah.
30-something to 10. I can't remember what it was. 33 to 10, 35-10. Something like that. 31-10, 33-10, one of those two.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact score, but it's okay because you don't need to remember the exact score when it's such a beat down like that. I forgot the term that you were talking about. What's the term again?
You got stomped on the face with a hobnail boot.
With a hard nail boot, just
hobnail, like H-O-B. They use them like to climb like telephone poles and things of that nature and trees. So it's got like a nice little jagged, like a knife or whatever, or like a nail on the edge of your shoe, so you can climb. That's what they're for.
Man. Well, the Bucks definitely did climb on that alley oop, going the other way, unfortunately, in that one. Giannis trying to climb on this. Ooh, reverse.
Throws it in reverse. 47-18, so we're at 29.
I'm starting to wonder if the Nets needed to be banned, or maybe just King Latimer needs to be banned because he's been putting on work, and it doesn't matter what team he's using. He's just been killing everybody, including the person who's been killing everybody else.
has the killer in his name.
Hmm.
Um, but it's been his turn to be on the losing end the last couple of times we've seen him. So we'll see. Look, I mean, at this point, you just want to show some fight. Try to
Yeah.
maybe keep this thing respectable and get it under 20, and take your lumps and move on. Like I said, get in
Hmm.
the lab and figure out what might work against this guy the next time you see him.
Yeah. And you can't just rely on the way that you play the game. Ooh, Giannis just slamming it down. He's been dominant all day. But you can't just
Mhm.
rely on the style that you're used to. You keep on seeing Killer Cam attack and attack and attack the paint. Well, sometimes the paint isn't just going to be your friend. You know what I mean? Especially when you're against, like I said, such a tall unit. You have to know what's good and what's bad about your matchups, and this is a matchup driven league, HEA and the NBA. So if you know how to utilize your matchups and counter your matchups, you're gonna have a good time. But if you keep on using the methods that you're used to, you just turn the ball over, and then King Latiker punishes.
Chris Middleton wham with the left hand. He's starting to look at it like this thing's on fire. Thank you, Mama, for giving me this left hand.
We were talking about NBA Jam. He's on
He's
fire!
on fire. Mama, I made it. All good, though. POP, holding it
Hold it
down.
down.
Mama, I love you. That may have been the
But
first
if
JT sighting that I can recall.
you said what?
That may have been the first JT sighting that I can recall. Jason
Mm-hmm.
Tatum.
Yeah, it's also knowing your talent that you have. I've seen so much Jaylen Brown. I've seen like this much
You know
JT.
what I've seen?
So
That guy leaking
yeah.
out every time the shot goes up. This is like being at the daggone park right here, man, or at the Y. Like you're just playing out on the perimeter. Shot goes up,
Hmm.
he's taking off. Look at him. Watch Giannis. Shot goes up. Watch this. Boop, taking off.
Running
Get it to him.
downhill.
1-on-2,
Oof.
1-on-3, or 1-on-none. It doesn't matter. It's been a very simple game plan for King Latiker.
Mm-mm.
He
And that
misses.
hop step.
Euro.
Yeah.
Largest lead of the game. Oh, Tice. Okay.
Oof.
A little something behind that one. 57-24. Second largest lead of the game. Largest lead was just a second ago at 35. Heading to the fourth quarter. King Latiker, Fayetteville State will move on. He's going to get $50.
Yeah.
Killer Cam,
And,
back to the drawing board likely, unless he has the greatest upset in the history of 2K coming up.
and greatest upset of Madden that he's just coming off of. So hopefully, he doesn't make it 3 for 3, and also is majorly upset for Rocket League coming up this Wednesday. But sometimes even the greatest can be beat. You know what I mean? Anybody could be beat. That's what Bart Scott said. Shout out to him. So go
Can't
back to
stop
the
a
drawing
nosebleed.
board. Can't stop a nosebleed. Nobody can stop Killer Cam. I'm sorry, King Latiker has been such a killer for everyone else in the 2K field. So, it sucks to see, but hopefully you can find that other team that you're really prominent with going forward for Killer Cam. Because it doesn't seem like the Celtics are it.
Okay. Tristan with the board and the putback. Once again, under 3.5 to play here. King Latiker and the Bucks up by 29, 57-28. Killer Cam, top of the leaderboards. Madden and 2K was the guy to beat. But, to be fair, King Latiker has been the most impressive of the 2K players. It's just that Killer Cam has been the most versatile. He's been the best player at all of the games.
Right.
At least 3 of them. Ooh, that was 3D right there.
How many
You ever seen-
takeovers have we seen in this match alone?
I don't know. That was 3-dimensional. That was very clear when it left his hand. that was going in. Gonna play out the string here. 32-point ball game. So looking ahead for King Latiker, Bordy,
Hmm.
what do you do here? How do you slow this man down? How do you stay within 30?
Well, obviously, since he can't go to the Nets, maybe you prepared for the Nets, and the Nets are fundamentally a different team all the way. The Nets is very perimeter centric, while the Bucks are very offensive interior centric, or at least kick out mode. Go on the inside, kick it out to the outside. So maybe a slight disadvantage for not knowing that King Latiker is also good with the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo just destroying the rim like he's done all day. Only 9 points outside the paint. He's so good. But knowing the teams that you're going against, I've seen Killer Cam not take advantage of the fact that there's a hole outside, even though the Bucks are also a good perimeter team. I've seen just constantly attacking the paint, attacking, and you can't do that with the Celtics team that's just so small compared to the Bucks, who are just so huge. So knowing how to beat the teams that they're good at and knowing how to counter, this is all just like a dance, a fight. You need to counter the counters that they have and have a counter for the counter. So you do that,
Speaking of
you have a
fights,
good chance.
speaking of fights, I'm glad you brought that up. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, in May, it's going
Oh,
down.
really? Oh,
Going down.
really? When was that announced?
Today, Tyson Holyfield 3.
Oh,
We last saw it in what, 96, 97? They fought twice. We all remember the bite
yeah.
to the
Well,
ear.
I remember the recap.
hmm I'm looking it up right here. I just saw it a little while ago. Mike Tyson said, "The fight is on with me and Holyfield. Holyfield's a humble man. I know that. He's a man of God, but I'm God's man, and I'm going to be successful May 29th. May 29th, Bordy. Pay-per-view.
That's
Going
going to be
down.
good. That's my birthday month, so that's going to be fun to see. It's also going to be fun to see all these older fighters, get back into the ring, see if they still have it. We saw that the preview to the Jake Paul, Nate Robinson one was a string of older fighters getting back into the ring. So it's nice to see that still, see if they have that juice in them. They ain't exactly what they used to be, but they still hit heavy. And I saw Mike Tyson hit heavy on those
Mm.
on the little workouts that he's been doing. So that's gonna be interesting to see.
So time winding down here. This is it. Should be the last couple of seconds here. Oh, we got a foul. No, 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 no. Okay. All right. It should be an inbounds, and that will be it. 75-38 will be the final here. And it is King Latiker. Another win. Wins this one by 37.
Oof.
So not his largest win. Second largest win that he's had in the 3 wins we've seen him.
But that's still good. Pretty dang good.
That's really good. Fayetteville State,
Yeah.
King Latiker gets the win. Killer Cam, it's going to be one of those weeks, man, where you got to get back into the drawing board, shut the door, turn the light on, man, and
Mm-hmm.
get in the lab, man. Put some, some different elements together, some different, some different, I don't know, some different, just some different things. Put 'em
Different
all together.
something, man.
Yeah.
Maybe contact LeBron James, drink some wine, that seems to help him in recovery. So hopefully contact him with everything that's been happening. But yeah,
Just
man,
get on the
we
periodic
talked.
table and start pointing at stuff. Like, all right, I want that, mix it all together. And see if it starts working. Get this thing up
The
here.
magic elixir.
See what you can come up with.
But we were so excited to see this one because it was the top of the top. And, it disappointed. So Cunningham really does need that magic elixir for his game, because this week has been just an absolutely no good, completely awful one for him, getting smacked, mollywop, bamboozled, all of that just wrecked and run amok and stray on this one. So hopefully he's good, but King Latiker is the person to beat. King Cam is the person to beat overall from what so far that we've seen. But King Latiker, the king of 2K. We talked about LeBron. Well, he's the king of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And It started at the beginning, 24 nothing. He scored the first 24 points of the game, led 24 nothing. If I'm not mistaken, Killer Cam missed the first 13 shots. That he was in trouble right there. I think it was over 13.
You
So
can't get that.
can't get that. Shout out to King Latiker. Good job. Won about 37, 75, 38. We'll see him probably next week. But he's sitting pretty well, sitting pretty there. $50 in his pocket here. Killer Cam will go back to the drawing board. So we'll see what Killer Cam can do next week as he sort of licks his wounds and sort of learns from these two losses that he's had this week in Madden and 2K. We'll come back with more of the Yard HBCU Esports Alliance. I think we're going to have one more game. We're trying to set one up. If not, we'll close out the show, but we'll come back with more. Myself and Bordy McBoard, Larry Ridley here. Here's another word and a sponsor and a message from Gillette. We'll see you on the other side.
Other blades I've used, they just don't cut it. You can't get a much cleaner shave than with Gillette. It gets virtually every hair on the first stroke for a shave I barely feel. Watch Gillette change your world.
What's up? My name is Sherrod Martin, and I work at Superb Grooming Studio Barbershop in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here today to get you groomed to game. As a former NFL player that loves to play Madden, die hard, I'm gonna give you some shaving tips to give you that confidence. The Gillette 2-in-1 shaving gel, and I also got my Gillette Skin Guard. These two are essential. So starting out with a shave, we're gonna start with a nice lather. The next step after I lather up, I like to come with a hot towel. Relaxing, release stress, comfort with a nice little heat, but it also opens up the pores. Then I come with my razor. I just do some nice strokes. Hey, you look good, you play good, baby. Now you're ready to hit the yard.
Oh, we hit the yard for the third straight week, Sherrod Brown. My guy right there. Week 3 in the books here for the spring season is $30,000. Speaking of threes wild here this week. Week 3, $30,000. $30K. Bordy McBoard. We gave out some of that money today.
We definitely did, man. You have Lord Rennie, the real MVP, and my boy King Latiker taking over on this one. $50 for them all. You get 50, you get 50, you get 50. And their pockets are feeling quite blessed on this day. GG's to all of them.
Stomachs should feel blessed too, because that's a lot of ramen. Can take care of yourself for weeks at a time while you're there on the yard, on campus, wherever, what school you're at, Bowie State, Morehouse, FSU, you name it. University of Virgin Islands down there. Norfolk State, Jackson State, you name it, all corner, it doesn't matter. We got 33 institutions here, including Coahoma Community College down there in Clarksdale, Mississippi. So another good week, Bordy. Yeah, week 3, we got what tomorrow? We got Rocket League tomorrow, which is what? Supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered battle cars.
Come on.
One more time. Supersonic,
automatic, acrobatic,
rocket-powered battle cars.
Come on now. You better know that. You better know. I'm really excited to see that. We saw Morehouse really do a molly up on this one. King Cam came out on top for that one, but Kim Cam's been having such a bad week. Let's see if you'll bring it, step it up again. Shout out to also some really good teams as well. I'm going to get that team name down. I'm going to get Houston Tillison doing such a great job in that one. Just also a commendable job. So, more Rocket League action we're seeing on the way. More action in general for these gamers. Remember that if you would like to register for the competition, go to hbcuesports.com. There's a register button at the bottom of the page, and you could be gaming against these ones. You say, oh man, I got the stick skills better than King Latiker. I can get them no problem. Well, prove it. Sign up and do it.
I was about to say, don't talk about it, be about it. There's the button.
Hey.
Once again, HBCUesportsyard.com. That is HBCUesportsyard.com. Sign up now, hit the registration page, and be in this league if you're at one of these HBCUs. If not, still try to get on there and register, and maybe get your school to register as well. Reach out to us at the HBCUesportsyard.com, or try to get in contact with Rod Chappelle, the HBCU guy, our commish here with the HBCU Esports Alliance here at the Yard. And it's been another great week. Week 3, Madden Mondays, NBA 2K Tuesdays. Bordy, you're back tomorrow. You and who?
Yeah.
Eric, right? Rocket League?
Eric, we might have a guest appearance from Will. He's also a Pharaoh's Conclave X streamer. Current streamer, I'm sorry. So we're going to be seeing him as well. I'm going to be trying to bring on the Pharaoh's Conclave crew. But if that's it for me, you could find me, Bordy with Board, on YouTube and Twitch and all those good sources. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a underscore in between.
Do me a favor. Find out where that DoorDash is. We need our DoorDash, okay? Can you hook me up?
I'm trying to find out too. I'm
Okay,
trying to find out too. I'm a text Eric for sure, because we could all be grubbing, not only in the crab legs that we talked about last week, but also on some of the wonderful cuisine all around here. I found a taco place by me. I want to eat some tacos. So that looks good.
It's a Tuesday. All right, you got the club going up on a Tuesday and Taco Tuesdays. That's a nice little duo right there. We'll also see you Saturday. Me and you will be back with Fly Guy DC down in the ATL. Radio personality down there for the recap show. Should be fun. We're going to have some great guests, people from the administrations of some of these HBCUs, and also we'll have some NFL players as well, and other celebrities and guests. So we'll see you Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, right here, twitch.tv/HBCU Esports Yard. So that's going to do it here for Bordy McBoard, a.k.a. Andrew Richmond. I'm Larry Ridley. Thanks to everyone behind the scenes at Exposure, Danny Martin, the lead guy out there, Tony, all those good guys, Jalen and Griff, and also very thankful for the commish, Rod Chappelle. We'll see you tomorrow. Rocket League, wheels, baby, supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered battle cars. Recap show on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So long, folks. Have a good night. Bordy, she's back tomorrow. Bye.